And I'm just using a tiny bit because I'm starting to show signs of aging. So when that happens, less is more. But you can tell that just brightens this up compared to this. Valerie, oh, you know I had to. Yeah, good, thank you. Nice makeup, great videos. Oh, thank you very much. So sometimes I just take my fluffy brush and just do it all over, but I'm gonna show you how to do a little quick contour with the same bronzer that you use to bronze your face. How easy is that? Like a great value version of Prince. Here we go. Someone's gonna get on here and be like, Stephanie's hair looked really weird today. What is she thinking? She's so stupid. Joke's on you, sucker. This is the new one I got in. It's called Jubilant. It's one of my most favorite things. I use Glamorous. It's one of my favorites, and I don't think that one is sold out. Provoked is my favorite, and it's sold out. So sorry about that, ladies. So this month's Kudos, we always have a special deal called Customer Kudos every month, and it's a set of 6 pigments, I think. It's 38% savings, which is a pretty darn good deal. They last forever. And another thing about these is that they are going away. So once they sell out, you know it's done. They're discontinuing the pigments. And they've been around since I started. I still have the kit size. So my presenter kit was it changes every so often. And mine had every pigment in it, but a smaller version. And I still have them all, and that was 3 years ago.
So I don't really do Instagram brows on a regular basis, only some in the right direction, whatever that may be for you. Hi, Pamela. So I just brush that out.
That came in my presenter kit 3 years ago. So I'm going to dump some out on the lid. Y'all, I'm gonna look so fancy at the airport with my glittery eyeshadow. So I'm taking my rose water and spraying that and kind of wiping that little, I'll show you. I just get this off the ferrule.
Okay, we back in action. I think I got a little bit more water on this one, so it is more shimmery.
So blending is just something that's gonna take your makeup to the next level. It just really finishes off a look, blending it out, and makes it look, you know, like you're a pro. So we all start somewhere. Gotta learn. All right, so this one is sexy. This is the full size. Sexy. That was creepy. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna dab that down on the inner corner. It's not gonna be a huge difference. It's just gonna kind of give some variation in color. And this is another tip that I have for more mature skin ladies, or if you're starting to see some creping under your eyes. We want to focus on lifting up. Hi, Jennifer. And focus on our lids and taking our shadow higher, because you're kind of just like really like moving the focus up. If you do a harsh liner and a lot of heavy dark things right here, it brings the focus down. It draws us down, okay? So that is another tip I have for mature skin gals. If you are not very good with liquid liner or gel liner, painting it on, a good way to do that is to first take an angled brush. So this is the Brow Artist brush. I love this one. And take a shadow. So I'm doing a black eyeshadow, matte, and doing where I want my eyeliner to go. And that basically, if you make any mistakes, all you have to do is just buff it in. So, you know, you're a little less nervous. I noticed that your hand doesn't shake as much, and because you're like, okay, if I make a mistake, it can easily go away. Liquid liner and gel liner, it can be intimidating, and it senses your fear, and it knows your fear, and it will make you mess up. So if you do your eyeshadow, your liner with your eyeshadow, it maps out what you want to do, and then you can take your more permanent, not that it's permanent, but you know what I mean, your liquid or your gel, something a little more daunting, and you line that on top of what you've already laid out with the eyeshadow. It's so much easier. It's an added step, but you know, you do what you got to do to look fabulous. It doesn't really take that much longer. Or, you know, if you just like the way it looks with the shadow, you can just leave it. But I like to take the cream shadow brush and get some concealer on the tip there. And if this looks too chunky, if it's not, and with eyeshadow I can probably just do it like that. If my wing looks too chunky, if it's not as sharp as a knife, I can take that and sharpen it up. You just clean it up and then just kind of blend the product down. You don't want to use too much product or then you're going to have a mess. So just do a little bit. And it cleans up that line and it'll give you that razor sharp wing. Okay, so you see the difference? So this one is tight lined under the eye and this one is left plain. So just the flesh showing, or I could take a white pencil and do it there, which would just make it look larger, but you can see. I honestly like do it tight lining whenever, because the fleshy part of my eye is a little bit pink right now because of allergies. I don't have pink eye. It's just my allergies, and so this is kind of, I don't know that it's probably the best thing for me to do since that area is obviously irritated, but it makes me feel pretty. So I'm doing it.
You don't have to layer these, honey.
Am I using this bronzer properly? No, I'm not. Ask me if I care. Go ahead, ask me. I don't care. Because it makes me feel pretty. I'm putting it everywhere because it makes me feel pretty. Okay, setting spray. Let's not get it in the hair. It's not how you're supposed to apply it either. You're supposed to do like an X or a T or something, but hey, I'm a rule breaker. I feel sassy now. And my skin is definitely getting better. Whew. All right. Oh, fat boy. Okay, I'm gonna press the finish button.